Simsmith here, my take on xEnviro. So, is it worth of buying this plugin after Xplain latest patch? Well, short answer is no, not in its current state. I know there are many satisfied users, especially in their Facebook group, but I'll explain. So here I'm activating xEnviro. So those of you who are new, xEnviro is a plugin that will disable the default weather and injects its own weather system. As you see, the default weather system is gone. It's going to get populated with xEnviro's weather system. There you go. They're all up. So they all got replaced, and you can start seeing some of the performance issues I'm having already. So now, however, we're gonna go back to the default weather, how that looks like. So this is the default weather in Xplain. What I'm doing is I'm changing the little logo on the left top. If you see the Xplain 11 logo, that's using the default weather. And if you see the xEnviro logo, that's the xEnviro weather. So here's the takeoff. Excuse all the shaking you're seeing. I'm having some issue with my joystick today. And all the clouds you see, they're all, they look pretty good. Xplain during the beta didn't look this good. And these are all 3D clouds. You'll see when we'll go near them. You'll see the transition. So now let's switch back to xEnviro and see how this looks like. So this is the xEnviro. See, the cloud looks very different. The clouds are all 2D for performance reason. So I purchased xEnviro a long time ago, at the beginning of 2017 during the Xplain beta. This was the add-on to get because the default cloud was really terrible in Xplain. So one of the problems right off the bat is I cannot compare the default and xEnviro because xEnviro will not allow you to choose a weather. It so-called matches the real weather. So looking at the window right now, I think Xplain default looks more realistic than what this is rendering. So by the way, I made a post about this and it quickly got dismissed by a bunch of people saying I'm being unreasonable. It should be like real world, but for me a simulator means I should be able to simulate any part of the simulator. So anyway, so of all the payware I purchased, this one dropped off very quickly. And this is also the most expensive payware that I purchased. So what happened was, back in the days 1.06 was amazing, the performance was great, it was the payware to get to replace the clouds that came with the Xplain. So then everything went downhill very fast. They took a good amount of time in 2017 to do 1.07. It was so-called the much needed tech debt and refactoring work. 1.07 was released, that's this version. But you know, as an end user, I really saw no benefit with 1.07. As you can see, look at my frame rate. It's like I'm losing like 40% of my frame rate with xEnviro. That didn't happen with 1.06. The rendering doesn't work on multi-monitor. Soon you're gonna see transition. It's not that impressive. It's just so far. There we go. It happened. So you just passed a bunch of cloud. So this is it. So I'm gonna switch back to the default to see how the same thing looks. So continuing with the talk, this is not the way the software should be built these days. You know, we have the agile concept. You create small incremental and fixes, and you do frequent releases. They're releasing things in big bulk, making customer wait. There are a lot of issues that should have been hotfixed, the haze one, but we'll have to wait till 108. So here the default one, see, so much different. This looks so much more lively. That's a see transition, the clouds. It's such a day and night difference. This is the default. You don't have to pay anything for this. And now let's look outside. How it looks in xEnviro. So that's xEnviro. Looks very flat. It doesn't have the fluff. I think that is something they may add on 108. So time to wrap it up. I cannot recommend xEnviro in its current state. Wish them best luck in 108, especially given the performance issue, all the other issue, and even the tone of the developers in their forum and Facebook. This is not good. Hopefully they're gonna turn around, make things good. For now, if you are short of cash, stick with default clouds in X11. Alright, thanks for watching.